How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. We're back with Raith Rovers in the British Steel Challenge as we take on Ross County of the Scottish Ladbrokes Premiership in the League Cup quarter-final, or the Betfred Cup quarter-final. So, this game is a bit more important to me than it might seem at first, because we obviously do want to win this competition. If I could do it possibly as Raith Rovers, not only would that be a huge achievement, but it would also score off another competition from our list of competitions we have to win for the British Steel Challenge. Ross County, of course, I've got a bit of a bone to pick with them because James Lametti signed for them from us after they kept harassing us in that transfer window. I went and had a look at their squad and I couldn't see him anywhere, and it turns out they've actually sold him. They've lost him to QPR on a free transfer. Skills actually don't look that great now, but I suppose it's, he is still 17. He's now worth 245k, and he's now plying his trade down in London for QPR. So that's a bit of turn up for the books. Anyway, Ross County, as I say, Premier League opposition. I had a look at their squad. Don't think they're that good, so with us having a home tie, I do believe that they are there for the taking. They do, I think, seem to play 4-4-2, a flat 4-4-2, so I think we should be okay with our 4-2-3-1 narrow in this match. And obviously if we can get a win here, looking at the draw, Rangers play Celtic at the same time as ourselves tonight, and in the other quarter-finals Aberdeen and Hearts, so again another big team out there. If Queen of the South could beat Dundee and we draw them, that's a potential route to the final, which would be fantastic. It really would. Raith Rovers obviously famously winning this competition in 1994, wasn't it? Yeah, 94-95, beating Celtic at Ibrox as Hampden was being renovated, and obviously Raith then managed to get into Europe the following season, so I think that was when they played Bayern Munich as well, if memory serves correct. So, obviously it'd be really, really nice if we could add our name at the top and score one more of the competitions off the list. But obviously it's a huge, huge ask for us to get through tonight. And if we do, potentially it's Aberdeen, Hearts, Rangers, Celtic, even Dundee. It's still going to be a hard route to the final. So, as the old adage is, take a game at a time and see how it goes. As far as the league is concerned, nothing has changed because the last episode was the last game, and this has been recorded shortly after, so there really isn't anything to talk about in terms of the team. We're fairly confident, I'm fairly confident, I suppose, of getting some kind of result, but we're still missing 3 attacking midfielders, so the team is very much going to look like it did the last time. In fact, I think it'll be the same starting 11, if I'm being perfectly honest. I did talk about playing Taylor Sinclair at left back, but I probably will stick with McHattie for tonight. To be honest, I think the squad is okay. It's as good as it's going to be for tonight's game. I don't think there's anyone else who's back from any kind of injuries. No. So this is how we'll go. This is going to be a quick episode to cover this match. But also I'm looking at doing the Bala game in the Challenge Cup 4th round. So if you look at that draw, obviously it's one stage before the quarters. Still got a couple of Colt teams, Aberdeen and Rangers still there. Still got Linfield, TNS, Cliftonville, and obviously we are taking on Bala. So pleased it's at home, gives us a chance there as well. But yeah, let's get on into today's match and see whether or not we can get I suppose it is a giant killing, but it's not really a giant. Right, let's go. Yeah, we'll say that. Oh, come on, there's too many. I hate getting all these questions before the game. Just want to focus on the match. So, yeah, they are going with a flat 4-4-2. And, yeah, let's get on into it. I'm kind of thinking whether I should be going attacking today or counter-attacking. I guess we'll probably just see how the first 15 minutes or so go. Let's do a bit of passionate kind of team talk tonight and see whether... See, this is why I always do assertive. The team just doesn't seem to respond that well. They're not actually responding well to assertiveness either. They just don't like me. That's clearly what's going on here. I've lost the dressing room. I'm going to get sacked. That's it. It's all over because we didn't get enough greens from our team talk. Alright, game is underway. Ross County all in white, kicking off left to right. And I would say that any kind of success in this competition is a bonus this year. I think obviously I do want to win the League Challenge Cup and I want to win the league. To do a treble as Raith Rovers in the Championship would be unprecedented, I think, certainly in my books. Maybe someone else has done it out there, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Ioma picking up an early yellow card, that could be a bit dangerous for us. He's already been sent off in a previous game. As Rose comes forward cautiously, Logan plays it back to Osho. Forward to unmarked Rose again, finding space in the middle of the park. McGrandles out wide. Thompson is in a lot of space. If Stevenson just looks out, he does. Thompson not making the run though. Harper controls it. Rose. Logan forward to Harper. Slides it through to Vaughan. Left footed shot. That is clinical. And just at the time when we need Lewis Vaughan to find his best form, he pulls that fantastic effort out of the hat. As you see from the replay here, just patient build up. Harper with a nice slide pass through. Excellent first time shot from Vaughan, squeezing a nut into the bottom corner. And despite the goalkeeper getting across quite well, just too much power on it. But we've got a corner here to defend. It's headed away. Franks will pick it up. Will surely go back out to the corner kick taker McShane. Left footed ball in towards the near post and Dawson picks it up. Hopefully Dawson won't make a mistake like he did against Thistle when I can't remember, Aziz, was it Aziz something? I can't remember his name now. He missed that glaring opportunity after Dawson's mistake. As Harper charges forward, Vaughan linking up with the midfield again. Stevenson back to Rose. Rose losing out, and County will come forward now. Stockley sliding it through. Osho's beaten for pace. Curran through. Goalkeeper comes out, but it's into the bottom corner, and it's 1-1. Game back on. Disappointed with that. It's always the concern when you have a team that play more attacking, is that you just get caught out. You get flat-footed. Curran taking it wide there, creating the angle and just sliding it in at the near post. And good finish. Not much I think I could say other than that. It's just, again, one of these things. If you're going to play attacking football, that's the kind of thing you got to watch out for. As now we benefit from it. Vaughan can't get it in. Follow up from Logan, getting blocked, and it's out for a corner. Again, you saw there the ball going over the top. County were caught flat-footed. Stevenson with the corner in towards the penalty spot, headed clear, and Dabble picks it up. And will this be a counter for Ross County here? Dabble is coming forward completely unchallenged. Ioma comes over to meet him, and it nearly was an FM special there off the top of the crossbar. Cracking cup tie, got to say. Half an hour on the clock, and we're looking good. You know, we got most of the possession, had a lot of shots, a lot of them on target. Probably a little bit unlucky not to be going in half time 1-0 up. So I'm not really thinking about changing in for the second half. We don't really have that many options. Certainly not in the advanced sort of playmaker kind of position. Apart from Osho's 6.5. No, they're all switching off. They're switching off. That's not good. Alright, we're getting the midfield back. Do we get the defence back? Just about. Yeah, nobody's switched off. So that, well, one person was switched off actually, weren't they? So back onto the second half. Let's see if we can give an assertive encouragement from the touchline. Would like to get an early goal in this second half. We've absolutely been dominant with a number of shots at goal. Clearly the shots just aren't really challenging them a great deal. We get a chance here, Logan 20 yards out, McGrandles picks out Harper, Stevenson with a rebound off the post, and could that be the chance that comes back to bite us at the end of this match? Almost getting the lead with 30 minutes to go. McHattie will take this in swinging corner. Rose not challenging for it. Thompson will pick this up. Hopefully he won't lose possession, and he just launches it forward, and that's the end of that highlight. Fitness wise, a few players dropping below 70 now, but again we don't really have the options. Let's just see if we can. I really don't want to kind of go attacking, because I think Ross County, they've now changed the formation to the 4-2-3-1 wide, which is really going to cause us issues if we push forward too much. Certainly with the fullbacks going forward, we want to make sure that they don't overcommit themselves to any attack. Guardian gets through, finds McShane, finds Curran. Can he score a second? Oh no, really? It took a couple of knocks on its way through, and falls nicely into the path of Morgan, who slots it home from a couple of yards into an empty net. As we see from the replay here, Curran, that was a cross, hits off of McHattie, and that puts us into a difficult position. And I think really now we have to go overload. Ryan Stevenson 6.2, that's a bit harsh. I mean, he hit the post. We just do not have any other options. The only other option is to put Vaughan there, which is kind of taking out our best striker, and potentially bringing on the likes of Jordan White. Maybe that's what we do. Or in fact, if we go to the advanced tactics, maybe we could put Harper in as a false 9 again to allow him to. Actually, no, let's put him in as a poacher. You know, it's a really weird looking formation, but I'm going to try it. Sometimes craziness will get you something. It might just give us another goal conceded. Corner kick here, McHattie. Surely we've got to take our chance. Headed away by Stockley, and the chase is on here. Stevenson will win it. Will he be able to find a man? Finds Rose. We've got to get a chance here. Stamped. How is that not a foul? I honestly do not understand. County come away now with this, obviously an overload. It's surely going to be 3-1 as Chicos plays it into Curran, and yeah, 3-1. How, look at the stats. How can we lose this game? It's just crazy. Okay, so Betfred Cup is off the agenda for this season. Yeah, I'm absolutely gutted about that stat wise. But you know, stats don't win games, goals win games, and we just haven't been able to take our chances properly. Vaughan now just running into the defence and appealing to the ref for something which was never going to happen. Disappointing, really disappointing. I can't really say anything. I guess just unlucky, because they should have won. They played well enough. Just been undone by a couple of. Well, the third goal was because we were pushing forward. The first goal was a decent goal. The second goal was a little bit fortunate. And I did say, would we rue that ball hitting the post? It turns out we did. 47k. Makes a little bit of a dent in our debt. We're now only 125,000 in the red. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to come back in a few minutes. Well, actually not in a few minutes. I'm going to be back in a few seconds, but it will be a while for me. And I'll be back for the Bala game. Hopefully we can go further in that competition and see whether we can chalk that one off for the challenge. So I'll see you in a second. Okay boys, we're back for the game against Bala, and two games to talk about since then in the league. We had a 1-0 loss to Dumbarton. Despite it being a fairly even game, we just didn't really show up in midfield or attack. and we lost the game to a goal after 5 minutes, and kind of undid the work of beating Partick to kind of throw away 3 points like that against one of the teams that, well, I suppose they were kicking around the top four. I didn't really think they would have a title kind of challenge, but then we picked it back up against Falkirk, only just though. An 88th minute winner from Lewis Vaughan, sparing the blushes of the squad. Huge number of shots, not many on target, under 50% on target, despite having most of the possession. On the positive side, Dale Hilson is back from injury, got himself an assist but didn't play very well other than that. Big 3 points for us there. But today it's about Bala, and this is the draw as it stands at the moment. So we still, as I said before, have Aberdeen and Rangers there as the under-20s, TNS, Linfield, Cliftonville still there as well. So I think we could win today, and it should put us in a good position if we can get a home draw perhaps in the quarter-final, and we can progress from there. So Bala are going to go with 4-5-1. Going to be honest, don't really know any of the players at all in this squad, so it's kind of an unknown really. But 4-5-1 suggests that they're going to be fairly defensive, try and hit us on the counter. Played that sort of team a couple of times, so know what to expect. One thing to mention is we've lost our goalkeeper, Cameron Dawson, injured during training, injured jumping I think it was, so that's a bit of a miss for us today. Still without Chris Johnson and Scott Fraser. Really feeling Scott Fraser not being back. 4 goals in 10 games. 3 to 11 days now for him to get back. Really need to get him back in the squad because we're struggling. Ryan Stevenson is filling in and not doing the greatest job, but we're coping at the moment, just about. So that's how we'll line up for today. I would probably want to stick with control. We played most of the Falkirk game as control until they scored. And we had to push for it. So the usual closing down of the midfield. I suppose that's the only thing I need to be concerned about potentially, is getting overrun in that midfield area. I'm hoping that Rose and McGrandles will be good enough to kind of cope with the extra man there as we get this underway. So Bala kick us off, shooting left to right, and well, it's a chance here, I suppose, to score one off for the challenge, as Rose loses out to Venables, and Bala will now look to hit us on the counter. Ioma's out of position, Venables wide to Sargent, and goes forward to Evans now. Dinked in, Griffiths with the header straight at Cuthbert, but there's an early warning. Despite only having 35% possession there, cutting us open and getting an opportunity early on. Stats really don't count for everything. The only stats that matter at the end of the game are goals scored for both teams, and you just got to make sure that you've scored more than the other. And at the moment, it's 0-0. So we haven't had a single shot on target out of 4, which is a bit disappointing. As we come forward now, Hilson to Vaughan, edge of the penalty box. Good save from the keeper. Nearly creeping in there at the post. And the corner will be taken surely by Harper. Yep, Harper will whip this in to the front post, headed away by I don't know if it was the defender or not, by Cooper. Comes back to Harper, 2 men on him, and unable to find a man. Now Bala will pick it up. Will they have a counter-attack? Red shirts breaking forward here. Sargent into Venables, playing it wide to Jones, making use of the space. The overlap is there, and it goes out to Spender. No, they're not going to get a chance. Too slow breaking forward there. They did have an opportunity, but here come Bala yet again. Header away, Hilson to Vaughan. Now looking at this, we got a bit more space if we can just break forward a bit quicker. McGrandles, Thompson's out wide on the right, but he's going himself into Rose. lays it off to Harper on his left foot. Hilson lifts it wide to Thompson. Harper and Hilson, top right corner. 1-0 up, 20 minutes in, dominating. So that's good. That's good that we've actually managed to get a goal here. Thompson with the ball in, Harper with the... I don't know if he was attempting to shoot. It did look as though he was trying to lay off Hilson, but it was a bit strange. I wouldn't really expect anyone to do that when you get a chance to head it at goal. But a good finish there from Hilson, and it puts us 1 goal to the good. And halfway through the first half, we're in a good position. I don't really know who the favourites will be. Presumably TNS and offside Cuthbert. This is why I hate playing goalkeepers that aren't your first choice, because they usually let you down, and Cuthbert just fumbled that long range effort straight into the path of the attacker. Fortunately it was offside. Jones now with a deep in-swung free kick. Great save from Cuthbert there. I will shut up now for the rest of the episode because he proved me wrong. No, I won't. I'll talk. Right, Spender now with the throw-in. Bala still looking for a way back into this game. Ioma with a header to Osho. Fairly comfortable there. McGrandles now forward to Vaughan. Pretty much on his own looking for support. Harper's there. Stevenson lifted over the top to McHattie out wide left. 2 men closing him down. The ball makes its way in. Stevenson contributing to the team. Been asked to fill in for missing players, and he manages to get a goal and doubles our lead. Let's just have a look at the replay. McHattie's delivery from the left, and Stevenson just steps onto it with the left foot, hits it low and hard to the centre of the goal. Decent finish, and we're 2-0 up now and looking fairly good. And as I say, playing control is probably the way that I would want to be here, so I'm kind of wary of counter-attacks. So I'm delighted we managed to get the 2 goals. Bala will have to open up if they want to get something out of the game, as Vaughan comes forward to Stevenson, the goal scorer. Rose, Harper to Hilson, the other goal scorer. Vaughan now. And I just got to look at the wide men there. Thompson's in acres of space, and it does go out to him. First time cross. Vaughan's there at the back post. Goal was gaping, and he puts it wide. Disappointing from the top goal scorer there. Would have expected him to just calmly put that into the net with his side foot. And yeah, that should be us at half time. So the worst performer, Lewis Vaughan, probably for that miss there. 6.4 is disappointing. Keep it going. I am going to pull up Vaughan about that because he hasn't really responded. 6.4 is not good enough for our kind of star player, top goal scorer. He should be doing better than this, and hopefully he'll do better in the first 10 minutes or so in the second half. Otherwise I will bring him off for McGregor, partially to give him a bit of a rest, I suppose. Give McGregor a game, but also to kind of show that I won't accept poor performances, as Vaughan now gets a chance to redeem himself here. Straight at the goalkeeper, can't get the rebound. I mean, some of the games Vaughan has had some fantastic finishes. His finish against Ross County was superb, but here he's not really performing that well. Stevenson now. Rose, back heel, not really needed there. Harper, Rose, Stevenson stringing the short passes together. Vaughan now plays it back to Rose. This is where McHattie should be going on the left, but he's not. It's through to Stevenson, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Second goal of the game for Stevenson, and the backup players showing that they can actually contribute to this team this year. 3-0, really good position to be in here, as we see Hilson playing the ball through to Stevenson. Goalkeeper assumed he was going for the near post, and he's just pulled it across the face goal. Nice finish. 2 good finishes from Stevenson in this game, and I think now we're at the 60 odd minute mark and Vaughan is still at 6.5, looking uninterested. So when that happens, you've got to do something about it. You can either shout at them or you can just bring them off. And I'm choosing to bring them off because David McGregor's a good prospect at 17 years old, so we can get him some exposure today. Bala have actually gone 4-3-3 now, so they're pushing for it, and it will give us a bit more space potentially to go down the flanks with the fullbacks, as we'll see what happens here in the last 10 minutes. Counting the clock down, you can see again it's very similar to what we had against Falkirk in terms of the possession and the number of shots, but not that many on target. But 3-0, I'm happy with that. It will put us into the quarter-final of this cup, and yeah, I really hope we can actually get to the final. It would be fantastic, but maybe it isn't all over yet, as Griffiths come forward and we come back, but the red jerseys are flooding forward there. Thompson now plays it out, but only as far as Hack, who hacks it forward. Griffiths looking for Evans, first time shot, and I hate those type of goals where someone shoots, takes a deflection and it drops kindly for someone. As Bala find a consolation goal there. Griffiths laying off to Evans, the shot cannoning off McCarthy, perfect assist, and Cuthbert really should have done better than that. You get your body behind it and it won't beat you. As the clock runs down now towards the 92nd minute. Venables playing in Osho with the clearance. Cooper picks it up. I'm really disappointed that we're not actually sort of snapping at his heels here. When I do tell players to close down and hard tackle, I expect them to do just that, and they're not really doing it. Harper over the top, McGregor's through. Can the 17-year-old make it 4-1? Nope, the keeper makes a good save, and that would have probably given us that shine back to this victory, to have made it 4-1, as we will surely see the full-time whistle. We do. So the key thing is we're through. Not the greatest of performances, so we will just tell them that it was good. We won't go over the top in praise, and that puts us into the quarter-final. So when does the quarter-final draw get made? That's the question. Stages, quarter-final, 14, so it is tomorrow. So let's progress. We don't have any news coverage. Here we go. Here's the draw. So we've got the 2 under-20 teams are out now. So we've still got Cliftonville, Linfield and TNS, as well as Thistle, Hamilton, Queen of the South and St Mirren. So it's all championship, as well as Northern Ireland and Wales. So probably not really any team that I favour there. I do want a home draw if possible, and we don't. So we're going to Cliftonville. Where are they at the moment? They are sitting 4th in the league. So yeah, I suppose Linfield probably would have been the... mind you, it's only 2 points difference. I'm reading too much into it, aren't I? So that will be the quarter-final, and it will be a challenge, I think, there to get through to the semi. But nearly did it with Stirling before. We managed to make it to the semis and actually lost to Raith there, so who knows. That will be coming up in a couple of weeks' time, so that will be the next live com. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this double live com episode. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. Really helps me out. And until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.